Hey guys, so today I'm going to be reviewing L'Oreal's new Magic Nude Liquid Powder Bare Skin Perfecting Makeup, and it looks like this. It is in a glass bottle and it is under 1 fluid ounce, which is kind of odd because most foundations are 1 fluid ounce. This is a little less than that. It states that it transforms from liquid to powder for the perfect bare skin finish. Keep in mind when watching these type of reviews, it really has a lot to do with the person's skin to begin with. Me, I have uneven skin, as you can see. I don't have any foundation on. My skin's really uneven. I have blemishes. So this is going to work differently for me for someone that has really just even skin, really great skin. And that goes for every foundation. So just want to kind of throw that out there. Keep that in mind when watching foundation reviews. What may work for someone may not work for you. As you can see, like I said, my skin's uneven. I have blemishes. I like a little bit more of a full coverage foundation. So something like this I may not like because I kind of have a feeling it's going to be light. For daytime, I'm all about light foundation, light coverage, and then just covering my blemishes with a concealer. It says to shake well, so I'm going to do that. I only have moisturizer on. I'm not going to be using a primer, and I'm also not going to be setting this with anything. I'm just going to apply my blush and contour like I usually would. You hear that, but it's really liquidy. I'm going to put this on the back of my hand, and it's very runny. And I'm going to be using my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush to apply this. So just... And I like to apply a lot of my foundations with this brush. I like to dab it all over my face and then blend it in. I like to use kind of circle buffing motions. Looks like it's a really good match. I feel like this is kind of sets fast, so I kind of have to work with it quickly. As I've said before, I like a full coverage. You can see I have a couple blemishes peeking through here, but as far as like canceling out any red, I feel like it did that really, really well. And it feels really soft, like super, super soft. Maybe, which kind of worries me because I have oily skin. So I shook the bottle again and got a little bit more on my finger. I'm going to put this over my cheeks and my forehead. See how this does once you put another, I don't want to say layer because I'm not taking it all over again. Just, yeah, I wouldn't add a second layer just because it dries to the powder, and then adding more on top of it is going to give a cakey look. So just, you're only going to be able to apply 1 layer. So if you have any redness, you're definitely going to have to cover that with a concealer. This foundation is not going to cover those spots. So definitely if you have good skin, clear, nice skin, this would definitely, I think, work out great for you because it does leave a really nice finish. It feels really soft. Skin like mine that has blemishes and redness, it's not going to fully cover that for you. Looks nice, I like it. So I'm going to see how it wears throughout the day. I'll be back in to check with you and let you know. I have oily skin, so I usually have to blot. I'm used to setting my foundation with powder. Like I said, I'm not going to do that in this case because it's liquid to powder, and I don't think it's meant to have powder over it. I already kind of have like a powdery finish, and I feel like if I add it or set it with anything, it's just going to look cakey. I'm going to just go over these 2 spots with some concealer and finish my makeup, and I will be back. It's been 3.5 hours, and I feel really shiny right now. I haven't blotted just because I really wanted to show you how this held up without doing absolutely nothing to my face. I do feel like it oxidized a bit, turned like I want to say a half a shade darker. But yeah, I mean, it's still keeping my redness at bay. It's not like melting off or anything, but I definitely feel super oily, which I have oily skin, so with any foundation I do tend to get a little oily. I feel a little more oily than usual. I really want to just powder my face right now, but not. I would definitely wear this during the day, probably not in the summertime. I think this foundation would do really, really great in colder weather. It's not an Arizona friendly foundation for the daytime. And then I wouldn't like it at night, because if I'm wearing foundation at night, I would probably be going out, and I like a more full coverage foundation. And the foundation was $13, which I think is kind of pricey for a drugstore foundation. I'm not gonna powder, I'm just gonna go with the flow. I'm going to blot a little bit, and I will check back in a few more hours. So see you guys soon. And I've had this foundation 7.5 hours. I ended up blotting at 3:30 and around 3:30, and then at 5 o'clock I had to add some powder. I felt super shiny, so I added a little bit of powder, which was the Hello Gorgeous from Benefit, which is a really matte powder. I just lightly dusted it over my face. So overall, in Arizona, like I mentioned, it's really hot out. Had a few errands to run. I would say, for considering the heat and how oily my skin is, it held up well. So like I mentioned before, if you have normal skin, this foundation would probably be really awesome for you. I like a fuller coverage foundation. This is, however, it's not a bad foundation. I'm not gonna say it's a bad product, because I do like it. Does give like a really soft filling to the skin, and it, like I said, it did hold up 7.5 hours considering the weather and my skin type. So out of 5 stars, I'm going to give it a 3. So, and I hope you guys found this helpful, and yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys like these like first impression type videos, let me know, and I would love to do more. So yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to rate, subscribe, comment, and all of my links will be down below.